Most of us are familiar with MPVs or multi-person vehicles, but there are MPVs and then there are MPVs. Take the Vauxhall Vivaro Life here, which is based on the Vivaro van. None of your 7-seat nonsense here. This thing gives you 8 of them. Now, after all my bluster about 8 seats, you'll notice that this one only has 7. Good reason for that. 8 is standard, but this car is fitted with an extra cost option that gives you 2 luxury executive chairs in the middle row rather than the standard 3-seat bench. Whichever seating layout you choose though, you'll have loads of head and legroom, whichever seat you find yourself in, even if you're a 6-foot adult like me. Specify the bigger of the 2 versions available, M for medium and L for long, and you also get a massive boot on top of sufficient space for all those people. You might need to find a very big parking space to be able to open the massive tailgate, but there is a separately opening rear window that allows you to drop smaller bags in. Up front, you've got a hugely adjustable driving position and a really nice elevated view of the road ahead. In fact, the massive windows and mirrors mean that your view is actually really good in every direction. The quality of the cabin feels smart and solid, even if its commercial vehicle routes are pretty obvious. Happily though, those routes are less obvious in the way the Vivaro Life drives. It stays supple and comfortable, but there is enough control in the suspension to stop it bouncing away like a blancmange every time you encounter an undulating road. Yeah, it doesn't like to change direction particularly quickly, but at the important business of keeping you comfortable and relaxed, it is really pretty good. The engine is a 2-litre turbo diesel with 150 horsepower. It's strong enough to be getting on with as long as you keep the revs above 1500 RPM, and it's relatively smooth and quiet as well. Yeah, you do feel quite a few vibrations buzzing through the pedals, and the 6-speed manual gearbox is pretty notchy and imprecise, but it is still a relaxing car to drive and to be driven in. And if you really don't like the manual gearbox, you can choose to have a more powerful 180 horsepower engine that comes with a much smoother automatic gearbox. So, should you consider the Vivaro Life as your next taxi or minibus? Well, let's face it, it does pretty much the same job as a Mercedes V-Class or Volkswagen Caravelle, but for a lot less cash. Yeah, it doesn't have quite the same plush image and it doesn't feel quite as posh inside, but pick a fully loaded version with leather and the lot and it will feel plush enough to keep most passengers feeling suitably spoiled. For that reason, we think it is definitely worth considering. If you like this video, then please show your appreciation by giving us a cheeky thumbs up, and why not subscribe to our YouTube channel for lots more excellent car videos.